So last week, if you remember, we were doing a talk on forgiveness. And sometimes when things happen in the world and we don't quite understand them, they actually spur us to become very active in certain areas of our life that we may have paused or not really looked at. So I was talking with Hazel, and I'm going to invite Hazel to come up, and I'd like him to come to the podium so you guys can hear him. And we are looking at doing something really special that I'm not sure the congregation has ever done before. So I'm going to let Hazel take it away, and he will be the person you see after service.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? I'm going to speak from the heart, because I believe that that's where Spirit speaks through at least myself and maybe most of us. A lot of people have felt that safe spaces have been dwindling. I know personally, coming from the LGBTQ community, growing up, my only safe space was the clubs and the bars. And as maybe many of you know, that's not really a great place to find spiritual enlightenment or family or community. In Florida, it's especially hard for, and I'll speak from what I know, gay men like myself, to know where people feel welcomed and where other people could feel included. With that being said, there's a wonderful opportunity for us to take action and to live our principles of unity in action within our local community, and to show people that we are there for them in the ways that maybe they didn't know that we even existed to be there for. St. Pete is hosting their annual Pride the last week of June, and I was able to look into it, and for nonprofit organizations, we get a huge discount for being there and spreading our light and our love. The goal would be to have a couple of volunteers, some sponsors. There are some fees that have to be paid, of course. I'm working on getting a hydration station to hand out free water for those who will be at the event, and we will also be passing out affirmations from Unity to let those who are there, who may be traveling even from our area or further, know that they are loved and that they are supported and that there are other avenues for spaces for them to visit. And coming from experience, I know people who drive 45 minutes and an hour and a half every single Friday and Saturday to go to the clubs in Tampa and in St. Pete. And if they would know, if they could know that we existed, I know there are people like me who it's made life-altering changes in ways that have completely changed the course of my life. And that's from a lot, if not all, of everyone sitting in this room. So if you feel called from Spirit and that you want to dedicate time, it is a Saturday, potentially a Sunday, depending on our volunteers and our sponsors for this. I believe Saturday is the 28th or the last Saturday of June. It would be a 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. shift. And make sure that you get your breaks, make sure you got hydrated, make sure you get food. But the goal is not to proselytize. The goal is not to teach people what unity is. The goal is to be yourself. The goal is to help people know that we're here and that they have a safe space.
So Hazel let me know he even has a big tent that could help. We know we got some chairs and tables. I had bought pins last year through Unity that have the big heart that say Unity. I have just through our Amazon buddies bought a whole slew of other pins, and I'm just going to bring them in and give them away. So I want you to know, if this calls to your heart, I want you to see Hazel. We can break up that volunteer a couple, 5-hour increments if that would help people. But it is going to cost a little money that's not in the budget, and it speaks to your heart, then I want you to meet with Hazel and we'll make this happen. I also know Dunedin is talking about one, but we haven't found out when. So if our only presence can be shared in the great city of St. Petersburg, then we'll do it there. So just thank you for your time. Thank you for your love. It makes a difference in our community. So.